So our next concept is mutual inductance between two closed loops. So here let us consider two stationary closed loops. C1 and C2 are separated by a distance of r meters as shown in figure. See here ma, this is closed loop C1 and the current flows through this closed loop C1 is I1, and here it is, let us consider a differential length of dl1. So then here it is I1 dl1. So then one more closed loop here, the current flows through this closed loop is in this direction I2. So then this is dl2, then it is I2 dl2. So then these two are separated by r meter distance. So this is a figure. So two stationary closed loops C1 and C2. So then from this closed loops we can calculate the vector magnetic potential at point P due to I1 dl1. So this is point P. So then we are already discussed in previous classes the vector magnetic potential at point 1 at point P due to I1 dl1 due to I1 dl1 is given by A1 bar is equal to, we have the formula, see here in our notebook, see there in our notebooks. So then it is closed counter of C1, so closed integral of C1 mu into I1 dl1 bar by 4 pi r, where dl1 bar is there, that's why there is no need to mention unit vector ar bar, which is equation number 1. So then due to this vector magnetic potential A1 bar, the magnetic flux density B1 bar is equal to, according to the relationship between vector magnetic potential and vector flux density, or the from the definition of vector magnetic potential, B1 bar is equal to curl of A1 bar, which is Weber per meter square, and it is Weber per meter, which is Weber per meter square. So then from this the flux linkages in coil 2 is, or closed loop 2 is given by, that means lambda 1 2, in closed loop 2 means number of turns n2, where in closed loop 2 the flux linked is the flux of I1 due to current I1, that's why phi1. So then which is equation number 3, for n2 is equal to 1, for n2 is equal to 1, lambda 1 2 is equal to phi1. So then phi1 is phi1 is equal to closed surface integral of S2 B1 bar dot ds2 bar. That means here the flux linkage are in coil 2, that's why it is S2, and area also S2, but flux is coil 1 flux can links the coil 2, that's why B1 bar. So then which is equation number 5. So then substituting equation 2 in equation 5 we get phi1 is equal to closed surface integral of S2 curl of A1 bar into ds2 bar, which is equation number 6. So which is in Weber's. So then according to Stokes theorem, so here see here, according to the Stokes theorem, to the Stokes theorem. So the Stokes theorem converts line integral into surface integral. So then closed line integral of C to A1 bar dot dl2 bar is equal to C2 curl of A1 bar ds2 bar. So which is equation number, continuation equation number 6, and it is 7. Then substituting equation 7 in equation 6, we get phi1 is equal to closed counter of C2 A1 bar dl2 bar, which is equation number 8. So we know the value of A1 bar, then substituting A1 bar is equation 1. Substituting equation 1 in equation 8, we get phi1 is equal to closed counter of C2 A1 bar is closed counter of C1 mu into I1 dl1 bar divided by 4 pi r dl2 bar. So then flux linkage S lambda 12 is equal to closed counter of C2 C1 mu into I1 dl1 bar 4 pi r dl2 bar. So which is 9 units are Webers. So then finally mutual inductance between C1 and C2 is M12 is equal to lambda 12 by I1. So that is equal to closed counter of C2 C1 mu I1 dl1 bar into dl2 bar divided by 4 pi r divided by I1 both are get cancelled out. So then M12 is equal to closed counter of C2 C1 mu into dl1 bar dl2 bar divided by 4 pi r, which is equation number 10. Units are Henrys. So then finally the mutual inductance between coil 2 and coil 1 M21 is equal to closed C1 C2 mu dl1 bar dl2 bar divided by 4 pi r. If we can observe equation 10 and 11, M12 is equal to M21. So that's what in the previous class, mutual inductance theoretical class, I said for linear circuits M21 is equal to M12 is equal to M. This is the reason we already proved here. So this is the expression for mutual inductance between two closed loops C1 and C2.